Yo, welcome to the Faux Brits show. You are tuned in. If this is the first time clicking, we are brought to you by CLNS Media. My name is Eames. I am here today with Snacks, my co-host. If this is the first time that you're watching, we are a quick Premier League show. We're going to give you a quick breakdown of all the matches that happened this weekend. We usually post between Sundays, Tuesdays, depending on the games when they happen. Just here to give you some hot takes. Snacks?
Yeah, I'm Snacks. Just wanted to let you know, just from the beginning, we are biased towards Manchester United. So if you see that bias early on, here's your disclaimer, here's your notice from now. But we will be going into the other teams as well, specifically the Big Six and some surprise matches that happen and all that good stuff. And we're just going to try and give you the best American take of the Premier League.
And we're back. Welcome to the Faux Brits show. My name is Eames. I'm here today with my trusty co-host, my man as always, Snacks. If this is the first time you're watching, we are called the Faux Brits show because we are two clearly American people from the greater Boston area that think we're British. We follow the Premier League. We follow a lot of other British things, if you will. And we're just here to give you quick takes, quick summaries, analysis, if you will, post-match reviews of the biggest games in the Premier League. Snacks?
Yeah, just going back into it. Yeah, we're just gonna give you some quick fire takes. Yeah, as mentioned earlier, we're biased Manchester United fans, but yeah, let's just get right into it.
What are we talking about this weekend, Snacks?
Sure. I guess we'll start with the biggest game of the weekend: United versus Chelsea. Again, biased Manchester United. Not a result that we're happy with, but I just had some questions that we'll both answer really quick. First question I had was, do you think United are out of the title race? We're currently 8 points behind City in second, and we're level on points with Spurs, ahead by like 5 goals on goal difference.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to say we're out of the race in November, especially like the first week of November, but at this point, bro, it's not looking optimistic. I mean, you got to be beating these teams, the Big Six. Liverpool's a draw. This is going to be another loss. It's rough. What do you think?
Yeah, it was kind of a bad game by us today. Not gonna lie, like I want to say there's no other way to describe it. It was kind of like pathetic in a way because I just think because we opened up very like on tempo like we were pressing them hard too.
Yeah, first 10 minutes.
And then, I felt like at the 30th minute it was just like, all right, like let's just sit back a little bit.
Do you think Conte did a really good job of setting his team up and like the way they played and everything?
Honestly, not really. I don't they played much better than we did, but I don't think it was because Conte out tacticianed Jose. I think Jose out tacticianed himself. He didn't know what he wanted to do. At first, he was going at them oh, let's take it, let's go at them, and he just sat back. And then after they had scored, it was just like, oh well, now we kind of have to play. And it was a little bit too late by that point.
It did seem like United lost to the game more than Chelsea won it. Granted, we lost fair and square. That was fully deserved by Chelsea. The biggest highlight for me at least was Morata. I thought he was man of the match quite clearly, and I thought, he outshowed Lukaku. This summer, it was Manchester United rumored of getting Morata, ended up sneaking up with Lukaku. You can't deny that they're being compared head to head. I thought today Morata had the better, game.
If you see, they were both struggling coming into this game.
Yeah.
And the thing with Lukaku is I don't know, I still love him. I still think he's a great player. I still think he's gonna get us the 20 goals a season. But we have Zlatan coming back, and you haven't scored in 7 games. And mind you, Zlatan had 28 last season, but he wasn't tremendous as a player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's coming back. This is the time for Lukaku to step up. By end of December, he might lose a spot in the 11.
Yeah.
But another question I had was, Conte was kind of he had he was in a hot seat. Roman Abramovich, he'll sack you if you lose a couple games here and there. Does this save his job for now or for the rest of the season?
I think it's big for him. I definitely think it's big for him. I think he's still in a really weird, awkward position. There's no chance he's there by next season. At the summer, he's gone 100%. For me, at least that's for me. And it's just a matter of can he finish this season there. I think he will. I think this result does play in his favor, definitely for sure. Another man that we can talk about as well is Mourinho. Also looking a little bit shaky in his spot. Do you think he's safe, Jose Mourinho?
like, yes and no. Like, I think he's safe in terms of, like, he definitely won't get sacked mid-season, as opposed to Conte, who, if he loses 2 more games, he could easily get sacked. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you look at their losses this season, Roma, who are a good side, and then they lost to 2 of the bottom half teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, like, I could see him losing his job, but this definitely buys him more time.
Yeah. I agree.
But what do you think went wrong for United today? Because, like I mentioned, we were going off in the first, 10 minutes or so. Like, we were playing very well. Like, I was like, I think it was after Rashford kind of headed it over Courtois. I was like, yo, like, we're on them right now. Like,
it looked like. I mean, today I've been on Mourinho for a little bit. Jose, I've been on him for a little bit, but today it looked like a personnel thing. I mean, certain men out there were just abysmal. Like, you had Herrera. Herrera was terrible. I was getting texts from you, other people as well. Herrera was just not putting it up. I mean, you had people like Mkhitaryan. I don't know what Mkhitaryan's doing anymore at this point. It was a personnel thing for me. Obviously, you can put some blame on the manager, but for me, it was a personnel thing. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, see, the big question that came into my head is, like, as soon as we lost, I was like, why? Because, like, on paper, our team, like, we talked about this, on paper, like, City and us, regardless of what you say, we kind of have to finish up this point, but, like, no matter what you say, they're very even. We're very even with City. And then it just comes to the managers, like, what is Pep doing that Mourinho's doing wrong? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you look at them historically, like, they're pretty even. Like, they're pretty even managers.
Yeah.
Like, Mourinho is more tenured in the Premier League.
It's different playing styles, too.
And it's just like, I'm just wondering, because it's like, all right, Pep is getting the best of every single player. Like, Mourinho is not.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll move on.
Good segue there to Man City Arsenal. What do you think about the game?
Yeah, 3-1. I watched the game. I mean, big question here is, has City run away with it? They look very good. Had a couple of questionable goal calls and whatnot, but
the David Silva offside.
Yeah. But, like, even, like, let's just assume that they buried some of the chances that they missed. Like, let's just, Raheem Sterling passes the ball to Sané correctly. Like,
yeah,
they were impressive, man. That was scary. Like, that was like, I was watching that, I'm like, yo, like, if we play them, like, I'm terrified.
Especially, I think Man City at home as well. They look incredible. I mean, you look at guys like De Bruyne. Like, I have him here in my notes. De Bruyne is playing out of his mind right now. This new midfield CM role where he can create more and he can, like, spray the ball more often. He is absolutely killing it. I mean, you look at Arsenal's creative guys, Ozil and Sanchez. Like, what are they offering at the? Like, we are Sanchez fans, right? Like, we've bigged them up in the past, but, like, what is he offering at this point? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like he has, like, 1 foot out the door, and then it's just like a matter of, like, the press conference of what team he's gonna sign for. Like, I was watching that and I was just like, Sanchez isn't this bad. Like, I've seen Sanchez play up top against the big teams and done good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, next question is, what is Pep? Well, kind of before I get to that, like, we can just agree right now, real quick. Ozil and Sanchez, they're both gone.
Yeah,
like,
they're going to somewhere.
Chat, I think Granit Xhaka, I told him to, like, F off or something like that.
Yeah.
And like it was like, I was like, yeah, like, they're both pretty. Like, Sanchez's performance showed that he was gone, and then Ozil's, like, attitude towards his teammates was like, yeah, like, they're both pretty much gone.
Yeah. I mean, that pretty much sums up my Man City take. I think they're gonna run away with it. I
agree.
I think they got it in the bag. I mean, their competitors. Next segue right there. Look at that. Their competitors. I think Tottenham are their competitors. I know we're in second place, but for me, Tottenham is the one that's really competing with them. They picked up another 1-0 win today. Really good win. I mean, Crystal Palace. They're picking up some speed here, but I mean, what do you think about Tottenham?
I mean, one of the big points is our Spurs, the Harry Kane team.
FC.
And, like, yeah, like, I can agree with that point. Like, that was a question I was going to ask you. I agree with that because when we played them, we didn't, and we beat them, right? Manchester United, we beat them. We didn't do anything special against them to win. We honestly got lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Harry Kane comes in, and mind you, they didn't score. And, like, let's give you an example. We beat them, and they go into Real Madrid. I believe it was at Wembley.
Harry Kane comes back, and they just tear them to shreds.
He doesn't need to score to be an impact, but he just takes up so much attention that it's like, all right, you got to watch out for Harry Kane.
He's dynamic. He's huge. Yeah.
He's really good. He's really good. But my big question is, before you get to your point, how good is Pochettino?
Yeah. I mean, you can give Harry Kane the credit as well. I generally think he's a good player, but he's being put in a position to succeed. I mean, you can tell, just by watching Spurs whenever he plays, that the system is really built for Harry Kane. Like, he's the focal point, the number 9 there, and he has people running off him. So he has Dele Alli off him, he has Heung-min Son off him, and it's just the whole system there is set up. I rate Pochettino. I think he's a great manager. I give him credit for a lot of the way that a lot of these players are playing. So like Christian Eriksen, the way he's balling right now, obviously Christian Eriksen's a top player in my opinion, but he's being put in a position to succeed, and that's just something. I mean, you go to the left back. I mean, Ben Davis, like, good player, but the way he plays like with Spurs in that system looks incredible. Danny Rose, good. I mean, I want us to sign Danny Rose. Bit of an injury-prone guy. What do you think of Pochettino?
I mean, I think he's highly overrated. And that's not me saying he's bad. I think he's a fantastic manager. But his team, like, they caught Real Madrid at a bad time.
Okay.
I think that definitely factors into it. Like, Ronaldo's not scoring goals.
Okay.
That defense is shambles. Casemiro is not playing to like what he can be playing at. That's another point for another day. But
so you're not going to give him
I just think with Pochettino, like, we beat them, and we were shambles. We were not good against them. We were not – it wasn't pretty. You subbed on Martial and he scored. And then everyone made a big deal about him. It was like, well, yo, we did not play good against Spurs, but we got lucky. So, I mean,
yeah,
it's just like his record against the big 6 in the Premier League isn't that good.
Yeah.
So, I think he's good. I mean, if Jose were to walk, he would be my first pick, but he's not crazy good.
Yeah.
Like, he's not like, oh, Zidane gets sacked if you hire Pochettino. He's not that good. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
And last game, Liverpool, West Ham. There's not much to say here. Besides, do you think West Ham are going to get relegated? Probably.
I'm going to be surprised if they fire Slaven Bilic. I mean, for me, I wouldn't fire him. I think he's the man there. Are they going to get relegated? I don't know, man. It does not look pretty for them. Are there rumors? Can you talk to me about this? Are there rumors that they want to get David Moyes?
Yeah, I was reading something yesterday that they were going to. No, it was whenever they played them, it was right after the game. They were like, yeah, I don't know if it was legit or not. They were like, yeah, Slaven Bilic to get sacked for David Moyes. So, I mean,
that's not going to do you any good, in my opinion.
You'll do worse. You're guaranteed to get relegated at that point.
Yeah, I don't believe in that. I mean, shouts to Liverpool, for actually winning a game against one of those worst teams. Like, it would not have surprised me to see Liverpool lose to West Ham by any means at all.
Absolutely not. No. I agree. And then just last point before we close out here.
Yeah.
What's your, hot take after this weekend?
Hot take for the weekend, bro. Okay. Hot take for the weekend. I'm just going to say that David Luiz leaves Chelsea in January.
Not bad. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne's the third best player in the world.
Jesus. And
I'll tell you why real quick. Because Neymar is playing in League One, so I'm sorry, you lose credibility for that. You do. Like, out of all the leagues that are 2-team or 3-team leagues, League One is clearly the worst.
Okay.
You got to factor in he's playing with Mbappe and stuff. Did you see Kevin De Bruyne's goal today?
Yeah.
He took it with his weaker foot with 2 men on him. He's playing in a position that isn't his natural position. Like, he's used to the middle, but he's more advanced.
Yeah.
And he's making players credit Pep for making Raheem Sterling look amazing, because Raheem Sterling is not good.
He's
making Kyle Walker look good, but he's literally made Kevin De Bruyne world class. World levels world class.
I'm with you.
After today, I was just it's Arsenal. To be fair, I'm not gassing him that high, but I was just watching. I was just like, this is scary. Like, this guy is scary to play against. He's torn us up.
Yeah.
That's my hot take probably.
I'm with you. All right, that's about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, comments, you can reach us on Twitter. If you want to leave any comments in the description, maybe something we're completely wrong about, teams you want us to talk about more, anything like that. If you disagree with our takes, you have our Twitters. Come at me. Come at Snacks. We're ready.
I'm at HP_Snacks. So he is at the Faux Brit. Tweet at us. Ask us questions. If you want to shout out,
comment. We respond back. We address anything that you want us to talk about on these videos. Thanks for watching, guys.
Cheers.